probably in between my knees, or as close as I can get. I'm kind of shifted back a little bit because I'm going to go for his paw. We're also going to have the similar positioning to the body test, where I'm going to have the leash gathered in my hand, and I'm going to have a good grip of this collar, and I'm going to lock my elbow. If your leash is in your right hand, you are going to be touching the dog's right paw with your left hand. No. Left paw with left hand. Does that make sense? If your leash is in your right hand, you will be touching the dog's left paw with your left hand. Yes. Yes. You don't want to be holding the leash in your left hand and with your right hand go for the paw. You've got really bad positioning here.
If your hands twist, you're in the wrong position. If your hands cross over each other, your arms.
It still happens to this day. I have done 1,047 assessments exactly. And
48.
Yes. Oh, 1,048 assessments exactly. And I still get confused. I still have to check, okay, especially when I'm down on the floor with reindeer such as that one. I'm like, wait a minute. And another thing when you're on the floor is you may have to switch knees as the dog moves around. Until you can get him in that right position, you can get a hold on him, you may have to switch knees. There's going to be a lot of moving around that way when you have a real dog.
There's no correct position. You just work with what the dog offers. So if the dog is spending most of his time on this side, you take that opportunity to get started.
And then the other side of that is, if your leash is in your left hand, you will do the dog's right paw with your right hand. If you're an observer and your assessor has had the wrong positioning, just let it, hey, switch your knee, switch your positioning, whatever. That's other stuff that you want to communicate is lock your elbow, whatever, to keep your assessor safe. If you don't know, your job as an observer is to also keep your assessor safe. It's a big part of your job as well as doing a score sheet.
So you're going to do the leg that's closest to you?
Yes. Leg that's closest to you.
Right.
Yep, the leg that's closest to you.
It's just what you can't do.
That's right. That's right. Whatever position the dog gets in, if he's facing this way, then you're going to do his right leg. If he turns around, you're going to do his left leg. When you're gripping the collar, you're going to grab it in your fist and have a good grip on him, and you're going to put your fist into the side of the dog's neck. Not up here, on the top of his neck. It's going to be in the side of his neck. Put your leash gathered up in your hand, grip the collar, press against the side of his neck, lock your elbow. You don't want to push the dog away from you, but if he's sitting close to you, you can rock his body out a little bit. Just rock his head away from you. Don't push him away, just rock that head out just a little bit. And then you're going to say squeeze before you touch the dog. Don't touch the dog and say squeeze. Give him that warning that you're about to do something. Your palm should always be facing the ceiling. You don't want to grab him this way. Palm faces the ceiling, always. So I'm going to start at the elbow. Say squeeze. And then I'm going to apply gentle pressure in between his toes, in the skin in between his toes. And I'm going to apply pressure for just a couple of seconds. What does it say in there? 3 seconds, I think, in the manual. Like up to 3 seconds, or until the dog pulls away. If that dog has to do this number to get out of your hand, you're probably squeezing too hard. You need to let go of that dog. If he pulls away, let him pull away. If he pulls away before you get to his toe pads, let him pull away. That's okay. We just want to see how he's going to respond to that. And you're going to repeat that twice. So let me start from the beginning. Squeeze. No response. Squeeze. No response. So if he allows me to hold his toes, or in between his toes, for 3 seconds, that's no response. If he pulls his paw away, he pulls his paw away. And we'll go over the other stuff that he may do when we go over the score sheets. Any questions about feet?
And how many times?
Twice.
And then each foot?
Nope. Same foot.
Okay.
Same foot. So the idea is we want to see in all this test, we're trying to see what his bite inhibition is, but you're gonna get a lot of information about bite inhibition on this dog. If the dog's really struggling with bite inhibition, he's probably gonna bite you. He's gonna try to bite you. If you have correct positioning, he's not gonna bite you. But he's gonna try to bite you on this. You're gonna say the word squeeze and then do the action. And then you're gonna say the word squeeze again. Now he knows when you say squeeze, that happens. What does he do the second time? He maybe pulled out the first time and he allows you to hold his paw the second time. Or maybe he didn't pull out and the second time he pulled out. So we're doing it twice. We're gonna give him a warning, do it, and then give him that next warning so he knows what's coming.